The StormBreaker has finally seen combat, and it may have just become one of America's most serious technological liabilities overnight. Images circulating out of Yemen show a GBU-53B StormBreaker, almost perfectly intact, resting in the desert sands of the Shabwa Governorate. This isn't just wreckage. This is a largely whole, cutting-edge U.S. smart bomb, now very likely in the hands of adversaries with ties to Iran, China, and Russia. And that fact alone should set off alarm bells across the national security community. The StormBreaker is a leap forward from its predecessor, the GBU-39B small-diameter bomb E. At just 69 inches long, 7 inches wide, and weighing a mere 204 pounds, it's compact enough for a single aircraft to carry multiple units, maximizing strike potential. What sets it apart is its tri-mode guidance system, a blend of imaging infrared, millimeter wave radar, and semi-active laser homing. This allows it to lock onto targets with pinpoint accuracy, whether they're stationary or moving, in darkness or through heavy weather. Its onboard datalink is equally impressive, enabling real-time communication with the launching aircraft. A pilot can redirect the bomb to a new target mid-flight or provide course corrections, offering unmatched flexibility. With a range of 69 miles for stationary targets and 45 miles for moving ones, the StormBreaker can strike from a safe distance, keeping pilots out of harm's way. These capabilities make it a cornerstone of U.S. air power, already integrated with F/A-18EF Super Hornets and set to become a primary weapon for the F-35. The weapon's combat debut in Yemen, as evidenced by U.S. Navy footage from the USS Harry S. Truman, marks a new chapter in its story. Strikes against Iran-backed Houthi militants, intensified under President Trump's orders last month, have showcased the StormBreaker alongside other standoff weapons like the AGM-154 Joint Standoff Weapon and AGM-88E Advanced Anti-Radiation Guided Missile. The Houthis, emboldened by their attacks on Israeli-linked ships, have proven a formidable foe, downing at least 6 U.S. MQ-9 Reaper drones since March 15th and 12 since October 2023. Their air defenses, bolstered by Iranian support, have forced the U.S. to rely heavily on standoff munitions and even deploy B-2 stealth bombers. The StormBreaker's role in this campaign underscores its importance, but the recent discovery of its wreckage largely intact after a likely technical failure raises alarm bells. Photos circulating on social media show the StormBreaker half buried in sand, its pop-out wings partially deployed, suggesting it didn't detonate on impact. Found in Yemen's Aslan area, the weapon's pristine condition is a double-edged sword. While it speaks to the bomb's robust design, it also means adversaries like the Houthis, and by extension their Iranian, Chinese, or Russian allies, could reverse-engineer its cutting-edge technology. The tri-mode guidance system, datalink, and navigation suite are prime targets for study. These components could inspire rival nations to develop their own advanced munitions, or uncover vulnerabilities in the StormBreaker, paving the way for countermeasures. Even the bomb's compact warhead, electronics, and construction materials offer valuable insights. For a weapon poised to dominate U.S. arsenals, this is a significant risk. Unlike other weapons lost in conflicts like Ukraine, the StormBreaker's combination of novelty and dense technological advancements makes it a uniquely attractive prize. The Pentagon would have weighed these risks before deploying the StormBreaker in Yemen. Every weapon has a failure rate, and combat exposes even the most advanced systems to capture. Yet the near-complete state of this wreckage is a worst-case scenario. The Houthis' ties to Iran, which in turn collaborates with Russia and China, amplify the threat. If the bomb's secrets are shared, it could accelerate adversarial weapons programs or weaken U.S. defenses against similar systems. The StormBreaker's versatility, capable of targeting armored columns, surface-to-air missile sites, or ships, makes it a linchpin for future conflicts. Losing its edge could force the U.S. to rethink its strategies. To be sure, when deploying any weapon, especially into hostile airspace, the Pentagon must weigh the possibility of recovery by enemy forces. Failures happen, yet having a largely intact, next-generation weapon fall into adversary hands so early in its operational history, and in an area with direct Iranian and potentially Russian and Chinese influence, represents an outcome planners hope to avoid at all costs. This moment echoes lessons hard learned in previous conflicts. The downing of a U.S. F-117 stealth fighter over Serbia in 1999 led to fragments being studied by Moscow and Beijing, helping accelerate their own stealth programs. Even more recently, The loss of relatively intact Western weapons in Ukraine has triggered concern over their exploitation by Russian forces. But the StormBreaker, with its density of cutting-edge tech, could represent an even greater loss. As the dust settles, literally and figuratively, over Yemen, the Pentagon must now reckon with the potential fallout. At a time when the United States faces intensifying competition with near-peer adversaries, the inadvertent donation of an almost pristine StormBreaker is a bitter pill to swallow. Will America's technological edge be blunted by a weapon designed to sharpen it? Only time and the ingenuity of its rivals will tell.